Well, hello. This is my economics and music project for Econ 232. And for this project, I was thinking what song would have good lyrics about economics. Then it occurred to me Pink Floyd's Money. This song came out the year I was born, 1973, so you know it's a good year. And it, as the title would lead you to believe, talks all about money. The first lines go like this: Money, get away. Get a good job with more pay, and you'll okay. Money, it's a gas. Grab that cash with both hands and make a stash. New car, caviar, four-star daydream. Think I'll buy me a football team. Well, I think this first verse of lyrics here talks about what in economics is known as the invisible hand. The invisible hand is um, a theory uh, or an idea, if you will, first put forward by Adam Smith in his book, The Wealth of Nations. And what it says is that there is an invisible or um, um, some sort of market force that is unobservable, if you will, but is there, that helps the demand and the supply of goods in a free market to reach equilibrium automatically. So, what happens is that if left alone, supply and demand will settle into the equilibrium, which means that quantity and price will match up. And that's really kind of what these lyrics are talking about here, because it's really talking about um, uh, supply and demand, and how if you just let things go the way they should, then equilibrium will set in. The next set of lines is money, get back. I'm all right, Jack. Keep your hands off my stack. Money, it's a hit. Don't give me that do goody good. Oops, bad word. Sorry about that. I'm in the high fidelity first class, traveling set, and I think I need a Learjet. And I think this talks about what can be referred to as the determinants of demand. That is, what drives the demand for certain products and services. And there are really five determinants of demand. The first is the price of the good or service. The second is prices of related goods or services. Uh, these are either complementary, purchased along with, or substitutes, purchased instead of. There's then the income of buyers, which is really what these lyrics are talking about. That demand goes up when a buyer has more money. In this case, the demand for a Learjet goes up when there are more people who are able to afford such a luxury. Also, you have tastes and preferences of consumers. As is easily seen, the tastes and preferences of consumers are sort of fickle. And when something comes into vogue, there tends to be more demand for it. When it goes out, not so much. And expectations. These are usually about whether the price will go up. So if there is expectation that things or that a certain product is going to get more expensive, then it's going to drive demand for that product before the price goes up. And finally, the third verse is this: Money, it's a crime. Share it fairly, but don't take a slice of my pie. Money, so they say, is the root of all evil today. But if you ask for a rise, it's no surprise that they're giving none away. And I really think this is talking about what we would call the welfare safety net. That is, those programs or services that are meant to help those who are economically disadvantaged. Um, a lot of times we think of money as um, a commodity that's equally shared, but it's really not. And money can sometimes be seen as a crime, how some people don't have as much as others. Some people don't have the ability to buy food and such. Um, and the interesting thing is a lot of times people will say, well, go ahead and give it to those in need, as long as you don't take it from me. And that is actually a very common sentiment among people. We think everyone should have enough to eat and places to live as long as it doesn't cost me anything. Well, um, hopefully you enjoyed this little talk about Pink Floyd's Money.